Hello and welcome. For this reading, we'll be bringing through messages from Atlantis. So when I channeled the idea for this reading, how it came through was very clear. This reading is going to be all about the energy of Uranus and the energy of the tower in your life as it currently stands. So you could be going through transitions at this time and looking for clarity, or this could be about psychic abilities also that are being activated. I believe it's going to be different for each pile, but that's just how I saw it come through. It came through very quick, almost like a bolt of lightning, and that's what I was seeing this reading, bringing through information about something that could feel like a bolt of lightning that kind of shook up your stability or is currently shaking up your current timeline that you're on as well, or psychic abilities that are being activated. So we will see how this comes through for each pile, but I'm very intrigued with this theme and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes through. So for pile 1, we have labradorite. So all of these crystals as well that I picked out directly correlate with activation of psychic abilities. So if you're drawn to the crystal and you want more information, then I would suggest doing your own research on that. All right, so this is labradorite for pile 1, and then this tower card. All right, and for pile 2, we have galaxy rhyolite. Not sure if the camera is picking it up, but it actually has these flashes of this beautiful purple blue in there as well. And then this is your tower card for pile 2. Okay. And then for pile 3, we have blue apatite. And it came through with this tower card here. So go ahead and choose your pile and I will meet you over there. The timestamps will be in the description box. And yeah, let's get going. I'm looking forward to this reading and to see what comes through. Hi, pile 1. If you chose this labradorite and this tower card for your messages, this is your reading. So we're going to put your tower right there. Let's see what is coming through here for you at this time. So what's being activated at this time as far as your psychic abilities or activations that your spirit guides or that are coming through from either your Atlantean past life or Atlantean spirit guides? We have Chamber of the Violet Flame, Karmic Release, and Radical Transformation. And then we have Pleiadian Activation, Coming Together, Harmony in the Heavens, and Resolution. All right. I'm going to kind of go through everything that came out and then we'll go through. For your astrological energies, bringing the shifts and changes that you're experiencing at this time, you have Jupiter with abundance, and look at that lightning strike there. It's very similar, right, to your tower card, fire and the lightning coming through. And then we have second house with owning. So I'm seeing this, we'll go through the other cards in a moment, but I'm seeing the astrological energies that are impacting you at this time. In regards to this reading, look up where Jupiter is currently transiting in your birth chart, but also your second house and what is going on in your second house right now. So your second house is all about your personal finances, your stability, your sense of self-worth. And then this Jupiter card also says abundance here. So I'm seeing this as something could have come in and shook up your stability when it comes to things that you own or your own personal possessions or your own personal finances at this time. But Jupiter is the planet of luck, abundance. It also expands whatever it's touching. So for instance, if you have Jupiter transiting your second house, this could be a rapid expansion when it comes to your finances, but it could also be a rapid expansion with any issues that you're experiencing in that area, if that makes sense. Okay. Other cards that are impacting you at this time and energies, you have air with motion. I'm getting an energy here of moving. I'm seeing these horses here as the chariot card in the tarot, where it's the horses are pulling the chariot forward, and that can indicate moving. So I am seeing that. Air is also an energy of movement. tree of life here. Again, I'm seeing that as your roots, your stability, what is grounding you at this time. And then we have Cathedral of Light, Stubborn Attitudes, Extending the Olive Branch, and Artistry, and it's represented here by Pallas Athena. And then we have Well-Being, Self-Preservation, Service to Spirit, and Youthful Experience. We have that represented here with Mary Magdalene and the Rose. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm getting this nurturing energy of the divine feminine that wants to come in. It's coming through as a soothing energy to this pile, if this is resonating with you. So you could be going through a period of transition at this time is what I'm seeing here. It could tie very much into your roots, your stability. I'm just going to get us a little more light here. It just started pouring rain here, so it just got very dark. But that could also, typically when things come up in the reading, I see that as a message for whoever's watching. So you could almost feel like you're needing this nurturing energy. You're needing this healing, soothing balm, more light in your life. You need some light to be shed on what you're experiencing so that you can pull through. I'm seeing here with the Tree of Life, there's an energy here of the roots going into the earth and getting what it needs to be nurtured at this time. So soaking up the water, soaking up the nutrients from the soil so that it can feel stable and grounded enough to share its bounty, right? So like now I'm being shown an apple tree where it needs to have that nutrients and able to fruit, right? To grow apples, which then go on to sustain life for humans, right? I'm seeing it as like the tree needs to be doing the necessary self-care, getting the nurturing energies of the earth and the input from the earth so that it can then share that bounty with others. And I'm seeing this symbolically, if you were drawn to this pile, that this could be what you're craving and needing at this time, is really getting your roots grounded and making sure that your own personal well-being is taken care of at this time through this time of shifts and changes. This could have to do with your living situation, but it could also be indicative of your financial situation at this time as well. So you could just feel that you're going through a financial shift. I mean, it could even be a positive financial shift, but it feels unstable because it's very new. But the key is here that I'm seeing with this pile is as you're going through this shift, whatever it is for you and however it's affecting your stability, even if it's a physical move, there is a need here to really ground and take care of your own physical well-being. Because taking care of your own body and your own health and well-being here is what's going to really give you that grounding energy to be able to go through these changes in a way that feels positive for you, because I do feel that these shifts are happening for you, not to you at this time. Now with Cathedral of Light, Extending the Olive Branch, and Stubborn Attitudes, I'm seeing here this energy of needing to be the bigger person in the situation. Doesn't mean that you need to forgive if this involves another person. It doesn't mean that you need to like forgive them directly, but it's about standing in your power and really owning your own integrity is how I'm seeing this. Is this an owl on her shoulder? No, it's her shield, but I was seeing this as her owl on her shoulder, right? And so having that wisdom and that knowledge in knowing who you are and that you're standing in your integrity is going to assist you in moving on from this situation or moving towards new situations that are more stable for you, more abundant for you at this time as well. Now, I pulled a crystal for each group, specifically asking if we were talking about psychic abilities, what crystal would be best for this group to work with at this time. And you guys have polychrome jasper. What I see this as is this crystal can be very grounding. So this can help you feel grounded in a period of time here where your energy could feel a bit unstable or scattered because of what's going on in your outside world at this time. So I'm going to get the information from this crystal for the from the book for you, just to make sure that we're getting the full message here, but that's how I'm seeing it. It's going to bring in an energy of grounding and stability at a time where you could feel that that's lacking in your life. All right, polychrome jasper, belonging. Polychrome is a shaman stone that assists with traveling between worlds, offering protection while you travel. It helps you to remember why you are living on Earth. Self-understanding. You belong to a greater group, be it a family or a clan. If you feel isolated, reach out to others out of strength rather than neediness. The stone offers security. For companionship, choose an animal ally. Ground your efforts in the practical, everyday world. You have the gift of mediation and see all sides of an issue. So yeah, this is again about just this crystal, if you work with this, will assist you to feel more grounded in whatever situation you're finding yourself at this time. I'm seeing it also as grounding the emotions that might be a little bit scattered, or I'm seeing it as like a roller coaster, or almost like a storm. Like the emotions could come in as a storm and feel overwhelming. This will assist with grounding the emotional body. The spirit animal message that came up as well, I was seeing that as if you feel guided at this time to work with spirit animals, or if you have one who you feel close to, this could be a really good time to connect with that spirit animal ally and work with that energy at this time to assist you through this transition. All right. We're going to go ahead and just read a little bit out of the book about these two activations that are occurring for you at this time, during this time of transition, just to get you more information here about what's coming through. And then we're going to close out actually with the Alchemy Oracle. All right. Yeah, there's a big Pleiadian energy coming through with this group. I can feel that very strongly just while I'm looking through the book for the messages. So if you feel connected to the Pleiadians at this time, it's probably because you have Pleiadian guides who are wanting to work with you. So tune into that energy, but here's your message from this card about your activation. Pleiadian energy is about coming together in peace and in harmony. You are blessed to receive this gateway, for it is a powerful message of reassurance that whatever uncomfortable energy you are experiencing right now will soon be washed away. The Pleiadians are beings who live in complete honor of their planets and their people. They acknowledge that in seeing and connecting with one another, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. They also know the consequences of disrespecting others. It is for this reason that this is no longer possible for them. If you are being challenged by loved ones now, aim to shift the dynamics of this relationship through a loving approach. The lesson you are facing at this time is an opportunity to heal old wounds and operate from a higher state of being. Wow. That ties in with the energy that I was feeling with this Cathedral of Light here. So it's very connected. Okay. When you receive this card, know that the violet flame transformation has been brought to you by your angels and guides. They are encouraging you to see that you are in a space of radical transformation. Transformation can be overwhelming, but know the hand of the divine is leading the way. All past trauma is now being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on releasing all of the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is rising up inside of you, know that it is simply a call for love. Call in the strongest form of love you know and allow those in your inner circle to support you through this transformational time. You are an alchemist with the capacity to take all of the leaden aspects of your life and turn them into golden opportunities. You can align your life with the divine plan now and live in a more purposeful way. All right, beautiful. That ties in just beautifully with this whole reading, so I love it. All right, we're going to close out with the Alchemy Oracle. Let's see what comes out. If you made it this far, please don't forget to like the video. And if you're interested in a personal reading with me, all my information's below. Astrology readings are currently 50% off if you're interested in that. I did recently complete my astrologer training. So to celebrate, I have the discount going until February. So yeah, each astrology reading has its own discount code, but they're all below. All right. Okay, so we have the oil of vitriol here for this group. This card, I'll read it from the book to close out to make sure we're getting the whole message for you, but this card is a depiction of the lion eating the sun. And so we'll see what comes out with it, but I'm really interested how this ties in. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. When the green lion appears, a great alchemical reckoning is afoot. Long-standing frustration and imbalance cause this regal creature to lash out unconsciously, consuming all in its path. Be prepared for emotional turmoil as the lion thrashes about. Don't worry, these changes are necessary for growth and in the end will be a relief to all. Purification is the lion's aim, and it's determined to get there one way or another. When this card appears, the question must be asked, am I the green lion or the sun? The one consuming or the one being consumed? It is said that finding oneself in the mouth of the lion is a necessary moment on any spiritual path. As the discomfort passes, the sun's beams shine all the brighter. And this says to ponder change as the only constant. Okay, and this says in alchemical texts, the great creature of change is known as the green lion eating the sun. Wow, that's very powerful. So there is this powerful energy of change happening in your life at this time, or if this is something that's about to happen in the near future, then this is your guidance on how to shift the energies when that change does occur. So if you pick this pile and this doesn't quite resonate yet, I'm sure that it'll make a lot of sense in the near future for you. But all right, pile one, that's all that I'm seeing for you. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and please leave me a comment and let me know how the messages resonated for you at this time. Thank you. Bye. Hi, pile two. If you chose the Galaxy Rhyolite and the Tower card, this is your reading. We're going to put your Tower card right here while we get your messages. So let's see what shifts and changes are happening for you at this time, and also what's being activated. So for this pile, you have the North Node. These are your astrological energies specifically, but here you have the North Node, life's purpose. And you have the 6th house with routine. Oh, interesting. For your elemental card, you also have North. So there's an energy here as it relates to North. You could look up what the North direction means, what it stands for, the elements, the directions. You could live in the North. You could be traveling north, but there's a message here about North. It could also just be about your true North as well, since we do have the North Node, and that's what that represents in astrology. You also have here angel assistance. And then you have cosmic gateway. Insecurity, connections with others, and refocusing. You see here how there's a dark side and a light side. This is the transition, right? It's moving closer into this light side. Very interesting. And then for your activations happening at this time, you have Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, Answer the Call, Time to Shine. And then you also have Soul Star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, and remembering who you are. Wow. This is, so the last pile was more about earth transitions and what we're going through constantly that's shifting and changing and how to adjust. this pile, I'm for sure seeing it being more of a spiritual psychic ability activation. This feels like a very psychic pile. You could be having a lot of spiritual and psychic activations at this time, and this is going to be the guidance around that. This could also be confirmation for you for what you already know. But I'm just seeing this very spiritual energy here and a lot of activations happening. We also have a lot of this very pretty pink color here. So you could be seeing that color a lot. You could be connecting a lot with the third eye. I don't know why I'm seeing that as being connected to the third eye. But I'm just seeing this very powerful, potent activation of spiritual abilities and getting you on your divine path. We'll start by talking about north and the north node. So the direction north here actually says expansion as well. And I love this energy here of the northern lights or the aurora borealis. I'm seeing that here as these very cosmic energies coming in and activating this pile. So you could consider yourself a starseed. You could be very connected to galactic energies or your star family, and they're the ones bringing through these activations for you at this time. We are getting messages from Atlantis, so this could be Atlantean past lives, bringing back past knowledge from those lives. This could be also, guides, star being guides who are connected to your past lives who are bringing through these activations. It could be lost knowledge making its way back. I think I said that already, but it's coming through again, so someone really needs to hear that. If you've been questioning information coming through your dreams about your past lives for this pile, I do believe that that's a call for you to start writing down what's coming through, because you could be having wisdom from past lives coming through your dreams. Very interesting. I'm also seeing these codes here being codes coming through from your spirit guides as well. And it's almost like these are like star codes coming down from the galactic realms, and they're anchoring into your aura, because now I'm seeing all of this energy happening within the auric field. So very interesting. You could feel very connected to the northern lights or the aurora borealis as well. Wow, I'm seeing Alaska specifically. I'm seeing Iceland specifically. Sweden's coming through. So you could feel connected to those places, or that could be somewhere close to you. Maybe you have the opportunity to see the northern lights. I saw 444 on the timer as well when I just said that message, and that's always my number for angelic protection and angelic presence. So you could feel very connected to the angels as well. Wow, this is just a beautiful energy for this pile. I love it. Whatever is being activated for you at this time, it could be disrupting your daily routine a little bit, because it could be putting you in this state where you feel a little bit more tired than you're used to. I'm seeing a lot of third eye activations as well as the crown. And so this can cause headaches when there's a massive clearing and activation going on. So it could also, if you're not grounded when these activations come through, that can cause this feeling of instability or anxiety. And I think the message coming through with that is, if that's you and it's disrupting your daily routine, the trick is to make sure that you're grounding. So going outside, being in nature, connecting to the trees, connecting to the earth, those are all ways to ground. But you can also work with black tourmaline for grounding. You can work with hematite. Kambaba jasper is coming through as well. I also right here have this, it's a dragon agate, dragon's blood agate or something it's called. But this is coming through. I'm seeing it now as anything, really, any stone that you can work with that has this like darker green color tied in with other earthly colors. So this one has like a brownish red. Kambaba jasper is a combination of green and black. So working with those crystals can be an assistant for you at this time to ground these activations and energies coming through, so it's not disrupting your day-to-day life. And then with the North Node and life's purpose, this is a part of why you're here, is to have these activations at this time and really get you on your path towards your highest and best timeline. So if there are disruptions coming with your daily routine, it's all in divine alignment is the message coming through, and just to roll with it as best you can. Pay special attention to your physical body and what your physical body needs. So I'm seeing like you might want to start adding electrolytes to your water. You could even add just a little pinch of like Himalayan salt to your water as well. And that will assist with a clearing process when it comes to the bloodstream. Wow, this is really interesting information coming through. Please don't do anything related to your health unless it feels like it's in alignment with your path or it's confirming something that you've already been thinking about. Because I'm not a doctor, but this is just what's coming through. So it's almost like putting a little pinch of Himalayan pink salt in your water once a day is what they're saying, will assist with a clearing process when it comes to anything stagnant within the bloodstream that needs to be cleared. So very interesting, but that will also assist with grounding these light codes and abilities that are coming through as well. Wow. All right, so that's that. Yeah, so again, with the cosmic energies coming through with this North card, I'm seeing it very connected to this cosmic gateway card. So I'm seeing this here as the viewer, whoever's watching this reading and resonating with this pile, just sitting back and receiving all of this energy coming through, and it's assisting with clearing out anything not in alignment. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. It's coming through cleansing the chakra system. It's also coming through clearing the central channel so that the information from the galactics, from the angels, from your spirit guides, from your Atlantean past lives, since that's what this reading is bringing through messages from, it's coming through bringing this wisdom, knowledge, and activating you in a way that can make you feel kind of supercharged when it comes to your psychic abilities at this time. So keeping a journal with you, writing down what comes through, because I'm seeing this pile bringing through information very quickly, but then almost leaving as soon as it comes in, due to the fact that ideas, inspiration, psychic information is coming through so quickly and rapidly that it's almost like you don't have time to absorb it before something else comes in. And if it's not being written down, there's information that's not being fully assessed, looked over, integrated. So, and then this cosmic gateway says insecurities, connection with others, and refocusing. So you could be refocusing your energy at this time towards a more spiritual path and into a path that is more in divine alignment with your way forward. I'm seeing it as just like the path is being cleared and you're refocusing your energy on the path forward. You're leaving out what's no longer working, what's stagnant, what needs to be cleared. And this is almost like naturally being sucked out of your life. I'm seeing it as like a vacuum coming through, clearing out anything dense so that you can move forward in this path with clarity and focus. But I'm seeing these being very connected. Interesting. Okay. And again, they're bringing up the direction of north. So I would look up Native American heritage is coming through. If you have Native American ancestry and you feel connected to that, look up what the direction of north represented to them. But you can also do this just looking up what the direction of north represents spiritually. You can just do that as well. Because we have angel here, angel assistance, there are different archangels who are connected to each of the directions. I'm going to say all 6 because I do, all 4 directions and then above and below. So you could look up who the representative is of the north and what you feel connected to, because I do feel there is an element here of being connected to the angels. So yeah, that's coming through very strongly. I want to get a couple cards on this. Actually, I'm feeling guided to do that. Let's get a couple more cards here about the angel assistance. I'm seeing Metatron's cube behind this angel's head, so that could be a message for someone. It could be connected to Archangel Metatron. This could also be about working with your guardian angels more closely, but let's see what comes through. Okay, here we have the 10 of water. Interesting. I'm seeing the turtle here. That could be a guide for you as well. Here we have the 5 of water. Oh, I see. So the water cards are all connected to emotion. So if you are going through these psychic activations and feeling like your emotions are needing some stability, calling in angelic assistance, and also working with any angels and asking them to assist you with clearing your emotional body and assisting you with just clarity in general when it comes to your emotions is what I'm seeing. All right. So interesting. The other two cards that came out here, we have the 6 of air, and it's coming through with this energy of the rainbow coming through the crown and then being anchored through the chakra system here. And again, we have the imagery of the dark and the light, right? So I do see you moving out of a phase of this more dense energy into a time where it's more a clear path again. But I'm also seeing the rainbow represented in this card with the angel assistance as well. So connecting to the energy of the rainbow, connecting to your chakra system, making sure that's very clear, that will really assist you on your path as well. And remember, taking care of your emotional body. So these two cards are very different, right? The 10 of water typically represents like happy family life, stability, joy. It typically does also have a rainbow in the card as well, which is really interesting. And the 5 of water typically represents disappointment, but here it's almost like looking in the mirror, right? This is a reflective energy. So these are just very, it's coming through like there's a time ahead where you might feel a little bit emotionally unstable. Even in this card, these waters here look very turbulent. Your water energy can also represent your intuition. So there could be a time ahead where you're feeling a little confused about how to follow your intuition. And again, the message is coming through to call on, you know, your angels. It could be your guardian angels or any beings that you work with, your spirit guides, to assist you through this time and ground your emotional body. Now, the other card that came out here is integrity. I'm just going to put my finger over and cover up a little bit because she's naked. But we have the integrity card here, and I'm seeing this leopard back here as being just very protective over you at this time. So if you have a spirit guide as an animal, calling them in at this time, it could be one who crossed the rainbow bridge as well, because we have so much rainbow energy. So if you have a passed on animal who you view as a protector, who's there as a spirit guide, or if you have just a spirit animal ally that you feel connected to who's very protective, when you're going through these times of feeling a little bit unbalanced and you're trying to find your stability when it comes to your emotions, your thoughts, or anything that feels overwhelming to you while you're getting on the right path and your routine's feeling a little disrupted, calling on that animal ally at this time for protection and guidance can be a key in assisting you through these energies. All right. So the next card that I have for you, I pulled this with the intention of what crystal would be the best assistance right now in the psychic abilities that are being activated, or to assist with your psychic activations. And you have this one. I'm not going to butcher the name, but it's right here. You can read it. Charoite or Charoite. Anyways, it's right there if you want to look it up. But it's purple and black. It's gorgeous. And I always associate this crystal with Atlantis or Atlantean energies because it is very close looking to Atlantisite, which I have. Which is also purple and black. So I also associate this crystal is working with those energies as well. But let's go ahead and get the information from the book of how this can assist you with your psychic abilities and psychic activations at this time. Okay. Charoite provides deep physical and emotional healing, transmuting negative energy. It converts dis-ease into wellness. With its assistance, you can recognize your greatest trauma is also your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Charoite re-energizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life, disease carried into the present life. For divination, time to take control. You are undergoing a vibrational change, creating links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma personally and collectively. Wow, that ties in so beautifully with this reading. All right. We're going to go ahead and read your activation cards here, and then we're going to close out with an alchemy oracle card. So let's see what comes through here. Where's my... Just looking for the book for this deck. How interesting. I just had it and it disappeared. So, very interesting. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this reading and come right back when I've found it so that we're not just waiting for this to pop up. All right. All right, sorry about that, pile two. I found it, it was hiding under another deck. So let's go ahead and get your activations and see what's being activated for you right now by your team. We're gonna start with Venusian Galactic Council here. All right. One more page. This is a call to action. You are being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. You have a reason for being here, and you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare you or overwhelm you. You are being prepared energetically to step into this role. The ideas you have been having recently are divine downloads. But you aren't being called to make dramatic changes to your life, simply to move forward step by step. The Venusian Galactic Council will reveal more information to support you. Be aware of downloads of information and spiritual signs, for they will confirm that you are on the right path. That ties in beautifully with this. This is definitely a call to action for this pile here. If you have channeled messages that are coming through, it's for a reason, and I believe they're meant to be shared, even if it's just to start documenting them, start writing about them. But I do feel that there's a call here to action for this pile when you get that guidance and that go for it, sign from your team. All right, Soul Star activation. Through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the lives of those you love, and of course the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your divine soul's plan. And when you draw this gateway, you are opening up on higher levels. Wow, that ties in so well. All right, pile two, let's get your closing card here. So we're pulling from the Alchemy Oracle. While I'm shuffling, I just want to mention that if you made it this far, please don't forget to like the video. And also, my website's listed below. And if you're interested in energy work, readings, astrology, it's all there. There are discount codes for 50% off any astrology reading that I offer at this time. And I did just update my services on my website. So everything that you need to get booked and set up for that is below. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. All right, closing message for pile two. Oh, wow. You have the Mystical Sister. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck here. So we also have the Moth here as a spirit guide as well. But Let's go ahead and get the message from the book. Okay. All right. Just when you thought you could transverse the alchemical path by yourself, the mystical sister appears. This card indicates a dear friend or sacred ally holds you in their heart at this very moment. With their support, you are able to do what you cannot do yourself. Between you exists an alchemical pact based on the ingredients of respect, honesty, and unconditional love. It's as if you've known each other for many lifetimes. You may have shared an experience from which you were always bonded. This archetype may come in any gender, age, or form. One distinct characteristic of the mystical sister is that they practice the art of witnessing and listening. They have no need to judge, fix, or give advice. Presence is enough. When this card appears, tend to the flame of a friendship. Be a mystical sister to another. And then it says to ponder those who have helped you. And then this says, the mystical sister is the remedy for the isolation of our time. No matter how long it's been, reconnect with an old friend today. Someone who comes to mind without effort. Beautiful. Another message that was coming through as I was reading that is that for this pile in particular, this could be a new spirit guide coming in who feels like a best friend from a past life. Or it could be someone about to enter your life. It could also be, you know, your spirit guides and your divine team making more of a physical appearance in your life and connecting to them on a deeper level. So don't be afraid to reach out to your guides for any support that you need at this time. This pile, you know, having your psychic abilities activated in this way that's coming through here, this can be a lot. So if you need anything from your divine spirit team, don't be afraid to ask them, is what I'm hearing. All right, pile 2. Well, I wish you the best of luck with this shift for yourself, and please leave me a comment and let me know how this resonated. I look forward to working with you in the future. Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the blue apatite and this tower card, these are your messages. So we're going to put your tower card right here and look at what we have. So for your activation happening now, you have star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. For your astrological influences at this time, you have Mars. And you also have Mercury retrograde reinvention. We'll go over everything in a moment. I just want to see what we have first. For your element or your connection card, how you connect to the elements, you have the biome, which is actually connection. Very interesting. So you have connection here already twice from what I'm seeing with the star gathering. This is very much about coming together, connections, bringing new connections in, connecting with those that we cherish. So I'm seeing this energy here of what might be changing for you are based around your connections in your life currently. But let's see. You also have divine consciousness. You have sacred wisdom. And then you have Archangel Michael here. Heart of a warrior, divine protection, and synchronicity. Okay, so starting off with the Divine Consciousness card and this Archangel Michael card here, and the message that was coming through about connection before, I'm seeing this very clearly as deepening the connection to your spirit team, to your spirit guides, to those that you connect with in a very spiritual way. So this could be about other humans in your life and those that you cherish as soul family or those connections that you feel that you've had in other lifetimes. But this on a deeper level is more about deepening the connection with your spirit team and your spirit guides. I'm seeing your spirit team coming around you at nighttime and connecting with you. You might not be able to remember this in the morning, but they're coming into your dreams. They're connecting with you in a way where they're there when you're falling asleep. They're there like in that in-between state between waking and dreaming. Maybe you're waking up in the middle of the night and feeling like there's a presence in your room. This is your team. You know, you could think of them as your star family, your angels, your ancestors, however you want to think of them, your spirit guides. they're coming around you and just being with you at this time because you're having a lot of activations happening in that state when you're sleeping. They're also showing me the state in between being awake and sleep. So you could feel them coming in when you are going to bed at night. You could be feeling a presence around you as well. Wow. And what they're coming through and activating at this time is this sacred wisdom. So this could be wisdom coming through from past lives. I was also seeing the moon phases here being very important to you. So with this light here in the center of the owl representing wisdom, I'm seeing that the full moons, the times of the full moons, you may be more tuned into your spiritual energy. There could be a lot of information coming through your dreams during those times. So pay specific attention to what you're sensing and feeling intuitively and on your spiritual journey in those times of the moon growing from new to full, and then also just paying specific attention to the moon phases and seeing how they're impacting you at that time. You could also pick up a moon journal and, document what you're experiencing, what you're going through during each moon phase. I know I've had one before where it had the dates of all the new full moons and the phases in between, like the waxing and the waning, where you document what you're experiencing, what you're going through, what your intentions are, and it kind of guides you through that process. So that's just something to think about here. Very interesting. Now I'm being drawn to the fact that we have a bird here in this Archangel Michael card, and we also have the owl. So I always see birds in all forms as messengers from the spirit realm. So you could be seeing a lot of birds. You could have an owl spirit guide as well, or I'm seeing this here as like a crow or a raven or even an eagle. So you could feel a special connection to a specific type of bird, and you could be seeing them a lot. And I'm seeing that as your spirit team coming through in that form to bring you messages. So just pay specific attention when you see different birds coming through. And you could even look up the meaning if you're seeing a lot of a specific bird. It doesn't have to be the physical bird. It could also be like if you're scrolling through your phone and you keep seeing information popping up about specific birds, it could be that as well. I'm also seeing here if you feel connected to angels or if you work with the angels quite a bit, they could be sending birds as representatives of your guardian angels as well. So just pay attention to what's coming up for you because it's going to be different for everyone who chose this pile here. All right. Now, I feel like they want to talk about the star gathering here. You could feel very connected as well to your star family or galactic energies here. You could resonate with being a starseed or just having star family as well. And so the star gathering card can also be about that, but I feel like they want me to read the message specifically from the book here. So star gathering. Okay. And it says, the stars have aligned. You have found the lost pieces of yourself and your energy. And now is your time to shine. You are magnetic, attracting people, energies, and opportunities that will allow your dreams to unfold. This is the time of wishes fulfilled. All of your dedication, focus, and dreaming has paid off, and now you can reap the rewards. It's important for you to know that this plane of existence is your rightful place and not to spend too much time trying to transcend this reality, for you chose to be here at this time. Make the most of this powerful opportunity. If you are feeling particularly connected to certain individuals at this time, it's because you're finding your star family on Earth. Star beings that you connected with before you entered the psychic. Oh, interesting. It says physical incarnation, but I said psychic incarnation is what was about to come out of my mouth. That is so interesting. Okay, that was not an accident. And as long as you are connected to yourself, you are home. So this is a very psychic pile. If you're going through this process right now of having psychic abilities activated and awakened within you, then this is confirmation that that is what's going on. And It's going to assist in guiding the right people, places, mentors into your life, but also the right spirit guides and those beings that you're truly connected with and meant to be working with, in the ethers and the etheric realms. It's guiding those people to you to guide you through this time of spiritual activation, psychic ability activation. But if you've already been through this process or you've been going through it for a while, this is confirmation that you're going through another wave of that. So there are going to be new psychic abilities coming up if you've already experienced this that you might not be used to. I'm seeing specifically hearing your guides like physically, not so much, like in your head or claircognizantly, but more of this like clairaudient activation. But this is going to be different for everyone. This message may just be confirmation for one or two of you who have been experiencing that and wondering what's going on. That ties in as well to the energy I was feeling about them coming in at nighttime or surrounding you when you're falling asleep and waking up, because that can be a time when clairaudient messages come through very externally. It can almost like wake you up. So very interesting energies for this pile here. With connection with the biome, this is very much about the connection that you have to spirit, the connection that you have to the earth, and those other humans on this planet right now who are going through the same thing that you are. So I'm seeing this activation coming through where you are magnetizing in the connections that are meant to be with you through this next phase of your journey. So you could be meeting new people, you could be meeting new friends, you could also be interesting. You could be deepening the connection and the bond that you have with people already in your life who are also going through the same types of activations and shifts that you are. So that's how I'm seeing this. I feel like I want to get more information here. I'm just trying to figure out what deck they want me to use. Okay, they want me to use this Basset Tarot. Okay. So we want more information here about the connection and the biome. What are these connections being magnetized in? Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Oh, interesting. We have the angel wings here. So it's a very angelic energy coming through, right? And we have Archangel Michael here. So these connections coming through, they could be earth angels. You could resonate with being an earth angel. So if these are other humans, they could be humans who have a very angelic presence. When I view earth angels, I see them as being very strong, very rooted to the earth, but also being very connected to the higher realms and being able to channel through information very clearly and easily. So you could be attracting in people who are of a similar vibration and similar abilities to you, and you're meant to have these connections so that you have other humans who are also just as connected to the ethers. Now, as I said that message, it just started pouring rain outside, and I felt like that was a big confirmation of the message coming through. So it could almost feel like it goes from 0 to 60, like all of a sudden you have these new connections who are very connected to the ethers just like you are, and you don't feel alone anymore, because the spiritual path can be there can be a feeling of it being a very lonely path, or feeling like you can't fully express who you are to the people around you because they might not understand. And these are people who you will have that like emotional connection with, who you can fully be yourself in their presence. Interesting. All right. More information about the biome. Oh, interesting. Now they're drawing my attention to the Mercury retrograde card. So this reading is timeless, but I'm seeing this Mercury retrograde energy because we're in that right now as I'm recording. I'm seeing it almost like the tide turning and maybe pulling in connections that have been at a distance, or that they're showing it to me like the ocean, right? How the tide kind of brings up what's been in the sea. And then, you know, when low tide is out, you can kind of see what was washed on shore. But when the higher tide comes in, it comes and like pulls all of that debris back out into the ocean. How I'm seeing that with as far as people go, are there different like tides or phases in our life where certain connections make a presence and then they recede back into the water, right? Or, you know, they kind of like dissipate. And then this Mercury retrograde is almost like bringing back opportunities for connections that had been washed back out to sea. There's like an opportunity to reconnect, but it's in a way that these are connections coming back around either for healing and letting go, or for meeting on this ground of being more spiritually aware and activated, and having them come back in as more spiritually aware and activated as well. So very intriguing. Yeah, I'm seeing this almost as like these connections are coming back around for a reason. And if you're watching this later and Mercury is not retrograde, I'm seeing this being as the next Mercury retrograde that's on the agenda for whenever you watch this. Or if you're watching this while Mercury is retrograde and you're not seeing that happen, it's almost like the next cycle is what will be bringing this in. Very interesting. Okay, let's get a little more information with the biome. Yeah, now we have the Tower, right? Which is what this reading is kind of all about. It's the energy of shifts and changes. So what I'm seeing with the biome when it relates to connection, there are shifts and changes happening within current connections, but also connections who are making their way into our lives, right? It can be a positive shift where all of a sudden some of the connections that we've had in the past or currently are being shifted and changed so that these new connections can make their way in. Very interesting. Okay, I want to get one more. Now we have the Ten of Cups, but what's interesting to me with this Ten of Cups in particular is that there's two cups here. So these could be about reconciliations. I'm not seeing specifically romantic relationships. I'm seeing this more just as like connections that are going to bring this emotional fulfillment, right? Which I was getting here. It's like this very deep emotional connection. It can be friendships or business partnerships, but whatever realm these connections are coming in, it's going to assist with this very beautiful, emotionally stable, emotionally content feeling where we feel like we can truly be ourselves and we're truly able to connect on those deeper emotional levels. All right. So we already talked about the Mercury retrograde card and why that's here, but the reason that Mars is here and it has the energy of force with it, I'm seeing specifically for this group to look at where Mars is transiting in your natal chart. So what house it's in, how it's impacting you, what connections it's making to other planets. If you need assistance with this, I do astrology readings. All my information's below. If you need assistance figuring out, you know, your houses and everything, if you're not versed in looking up where things are transiting, I can assist with that. All my information's below. Just book a reading. They're 50% off, by the way. So anyways, with Mars right now, I'm seeing this is about where Mars is transiting because that's the area of life that's going to be shifting for you at this time, or that's important to put your energy and your vitality towards shifting. So I'm feeling that needs a little clarification as well. We're going to clarify with the same deck. So what energy is Mars bringing in at this time? What energy of shifts and changes is Mars bringing in at this time for this pile? We have the Page of Coins. This could have to do with your finances. There could be new financial opportunities on the horizon is how I'm seeing that. We also have the Ace of Swords here. This could be clarity and communication coming in when it relates to the Mars energy in your birth chart. You could also have Mars in an air sign, is what I'm seeing here. Or Mars, when Mars makes a transit in an air sign, could be an important time for you. Here we have the Six of Coins and the Queen of Cups. Again, any shifts and changes that Mars is bringing in, it's going to bring in this beautiful energy of balance and stability, specifically when it comes to the material and physical world. And it's also going to bring in this very beautiful energy of feeling emotionally stable and nurturing of self. So it could bring in the energy of self-care after these shifts and changes occur wherever Mars is transiting as you watch this reading in your chart. Again, I'm getting the message paying special attention to when Mars is transiting in an air sign could be important as well. All right, so the crystal for this pile that's going to assist you at this time with your psychic abilities in your path and through these shifts and changes, we have Peridot. I'm going to read it for you from the book. All right, so we have emotional cleansing. It is interesting because we've had a lot of messages come through about emotions for this pile and also about the water, and I was seeing the ocean as well. So it says, you are deeply emotional and may possessively cling to the past or beat yourself up over mistakes. By nature jealous, you have dark thoughts. Detoxify your emotions. Learn to forgive and let go and follow your own life path without judging yourself or being envious of others. You have the ability and the power to go through fiery transmutation and emerge transformed. It says, divination. Use energy wisely. Recognize how outside influences operate in your life. Develop your own protection. Learn to rely on your own inner guidance. Peridot indicates farewells and disappointments in love. Avoid jealousy. Be assertive without aggression. You have a powerful destiny and great integrity. Money is earned from your talents. So the energy of jealousy that was coming up with this card was interesting to me because I wasn't picking up on that at all. But that could be an energy that's being projected on you at this time. So just be mindful of making sure that your energy field is protected. You can carry black tourmaline with you or work with the energy of protection, calling in your spirit guides. Archangel Michael is also all about protection. This card says specifically divine protection, synchronicity, and heart of a warrior. So ensuring that you're calling in the proper protection at this time on your journey is going to really help you at this time. Okay, we're going to pull our last card to close out. We're pulling from the Alchemy Oracle. If you're interested in a reading, energy work, or astrology, everything's below. As I mentioned before, all astrology readings are 50% off, but you need a discount code. So everything is in the description box right now. Also, I would love if you guys could like this video if you made it this far. It does help the channel. So, all right, closing messages for pile 3. All right, you have Quicksilver. And it came out with the energy of Mercury here as well. So let me get that from the book. All right. All right, so what's interesting is I'm looking up Quicksilver, but I accidentally flipped open to silver. So I feel like there's a message in here about silver as well. I will go ahead and read both since I'm feeling guided, but I'm going to read them, but I'm just going to hold up the Quicksilver card, just FYI, because otherwise we'll be sitting here looking through the other deck for a bit. All right. Part liquid and part metal, Quicksilver, also known as Mercury, is a mesmerizing material. Its gift is to slip between worlds. It cannot be pinned down or easily defined. Mercury came to stabilize the god Hermes and the great hermetic secrets of alchemy, always sliding away into secrecy just beyond the alchemist's grasp. It is said Mercury represents the transition between the physical and the unseen worlds, between life and death, between science and the esoteric. It is the metal of sacred thresholds. Shamanic practitioners of every tradition must acquire the ability to stand at the doorway between the worlds. This is no small feat. The Mercury card indicates the querent has a particular gift for such a task. This is the work of the shaman, teacher, sage, artist, and alchemist. Heed the call of Quicksilver. The sacred threshold requires your attendance. All right, I feel like I'm actually being guided to grab the silver card out of the deck, so bear with me. Hopefully it's close by here. Very interesting. They're tying it together, so we need to respect that. Here we are. Let's see. My apologies, guys. Let's see. Make sure you guys have all the information you need, right? So if they're guiding us to a message, we follow through. Intriguing. Okay. Interesting. It's got to be at the very back of the deck, you guys. You can obviously fast forward this. There we go. Okay. Silver. The cards are very similar here, so here we go. All right. Amidst its upper echelon status, silver shines eternally in second position. It is the lesser sibling, the one that's not quite there yet. A true alchemist does not resist this truth, but rather studies its subtle implications and its wisdom. Silver requires polishing, or the surface tarnishes over time. Mirrors require cleaning, or the image clouds and distorts. Whereas gold sustains in its own malleable radiance, silver asks for our participation. We must work at it. Don't give up now. Silver wants to build relationships like the moon, a mirror, or a poem. Let it reflect an image back. With an open heart and one more moment of willingness, the seemingly cold, stark surface of silver opens into the imaginal realm. What is there? Your own vastness, the mysteries that beckon you on moonlit nights. Through our daily devotion to silver, we find the truest gold. All right, guys. Well, what beautiful messages came through this pile. Sorry, guys, it was rather long reading too. So thank you for bearing with me. We wanted to get you all the messages that came through, of course, for your highest good. And yeah, please leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you. And I look forward to working with you in the future. Bye.